Hi, this is Dr. Greg Gillum, CEO of Human Fusion, and this article review comes from the August 15th issue of Harvard Business Review 2019. It's called If You Want Engaged Employees, Offer Them More Stability. It's by Marla Gottschalk. Now, the majority of this article is really kind of sophisticated, and I'm not sure how practical it is, but there's one piece of this article that I really think is important. It originally talks a little bit about acknowledgement of the psychological contract that you have with your employees, and then it goes into, what's the psychological capital that you've built with your employees, and those things are fine and good to read about, but very, I think, impractical in some ways. The last part of this, though, is really a gold mine, I think. And the reason that it's so pertinent for me today is because I've spent all day long dealing with issues of trust on a team with the senior leader and their direct reports. And so this article spoke to me in a very deep way, and that is there psychological safety on your team? If there isn't, then trust is going to be extremely hard to come by. And so let me just talk a little bit about what the article says about psychological safety. Number one, just for your edification, William Kahn, who was a professor of organizational behavior at Boston University's Questrom School of Business, really coined the term psychological safety, and he defined it as being able to show and employ oneself without fear of negative consequences to self-image, status, or career. So it basically means you can talk to your boss about anything that comes across the table, no matter how difficult it might seem. And it goes on to say that when safety is present in your relationship, developing issues may surface much more early, allowing complete and more effective responses and things like that. But it's the questions that the author goes into that I think are very important, and these are questions that you can use with your team on your one-on-ones if you feel like you might be having an issue with trust. Number one. This is number one question. Do you feel that team members share both ideas and problems openly? Ask that question. Number two, have there been past events that have occurred organizationally or within the team that would affect openness? And number three, has trust been disrupted in some manner for a particular individual? I think that those three questions are really good, really probing. They get at the issue of trust, and we learn from Lencioni's work, of course, that if we can't trust each other, then we can never get into conflict, never get into commitment, accountability, and ultimately results. Those are the 5 dysfunctions of a team, but it ultimately starts with your ability to build rapport, build trust with your direct reports. If you like management-related videos like this, please subscribe to Human Fusion, and we'll keep you up to date on all the latest trends that are affecting management practice. Thanks.